Luis Tapena will be coming off the bench today. Only Rich Popovich and itong si Paraiso remained from the starting lineup from last game. Had a stint in the NBL in Sydney, playing for the Sydney Comets. That's a good sign for the Imus Agimat here to start the game. Bounces, finally gets out. Chavez pushing it. Cañete running the floor. Great rim run and great finish for Mike Cañete. Backboard. Here comes Imus. Paraiso going nowhere, able to get it to Rich Popovich. Making something out of nothing there with the Imus Agimat. Chavez hands it off to JLC. Last game's top scorer for the Weavers, and he gets on the board with those first 2 points.
Itong Imus, they're really not just making it. And so it's really just a matter of conversion for these guys.
Cañete leaves it for Tolentino, and he gets the end one opportunity.
Na binibigay mo kasi I'm sure marami ring attempts na binibigay sila for them to get to that much number of conversions.
Tapeno against Ino Comboy. Tapeno, the fake, goes up and in for the 2 points.
One thing na talaga mamamarvel mo dito, basketball just like this one out in the open.
Tapeno, the spin, gets it up, couple of bounces in. That's another basket para kay Luis Tapeno. Back-to-back.
Ball gets swung there, and you know, helping out on the middle for any dribble penetrations.
3-on-2 break. Sumang will finish easily.
That's where the difficult part is gonna be. Out there in
drives, wild pass to Enriquez. Gimpayan from the corner. That's money for MJ Gimpayan.
What a hustle.
Contuano trying to seal. Oh, alley-oop. There's Sumang to Escamis.
Sumang and Escamis talaga very interchangeable. Really.
15 to 14 at the end of our first quarter. This is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl. As the Imus Agimat, gaya nga ng sabi ni Andre in her report, Coach Eric is looking to add some players to this roster in our upcoming transfer window this June.
Yeah, and
Tapeno couldn't handle the pass. Escamis goes to Roy. Sumang goes all the way for 2, changing hands in midair.
Ang mas mahirap doon, wala from the field, and hopefully this second trip to the floor will give him a better rhythm.
Clemente shoots ahead and able to score.
Another loss, lalo na with him trying to lead them.
Clemente is the second leading scorer this season for Abra, and there's another turnover and another points of turnovers para sa Abra.
That's the 8th point of.
Almost stole that ball away. Popovich.
Nice pass.
Tried to leave it for Tapeno. Tapeno able to get it over Caperal.
Oh, ganda ng read ni Rich doon. I mean, got that guy up defending and just dumped it over to Tapeno.
That's Tapeno's first basket since the first quarter, and they give that one up right away. Much bigger Cañete. That's literally a tall order.
That's right.
Clemente, 2 points more inside the paint for the Weavers. The Philippine flag was hoisted in Alapan, Imus, Cavite. Let's hope Imus during this holiday will be able to get their first victory of the season.
Coming from.
Although they are leading in that department against Abra this afternoon.
Right,
That's another great pass coming from Clint Escamis. This time he finds Neil Tolentino. Tolentino goes to Escamis. JLC right there on the baseline. They go to Caperal on the cut, and Prince able to score with the left hand. That a guy that has had that kind of exposure in the NBL should be able to dominate here in the Mpbl. That has not been the case for at the end of our first half. This halftime score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl. Defensively, Escamis only 2 points in the game, but has 8 dimes. That's number 9 for Clint Escamis and Clemente.
Your 3 guards are really been distributing para dito sa Abra Weavers. Clint's got 9, J.R. Chavez got 4, and JLC's got 3. So you got these very unselfish, willing scorer players.
The Weavers once again on the run. Magat able to get hoop and the harm.
Well,
already follow that you would have a dominant start?
Well, that some things are mas madaling sabihin kaysa gawin. Hindi ganun kadali yun. I mean, they can actually play that.
And the mobility as well as big men. That's something that they also do possess. Marian Magat displaying the length.
Yeah, and you know, you still have other guards like Homeboy who can actually be part of that rotation. And so, you know, itong mga bagay
Started, I think, all of the games that Coach Yong Garcia has been at the helm for Abra.
Yeah. And I guess ang maganda kasi doon, you're bringing on. Yeah. Remember, in fairness to Coach Tantan Banal, you know, Mactalio's been in and out. Clint Camis was performing. Sometimes it's J.R. Chavez. And so you got to figure out sino ba yung magiging combination ko ng mga guards dito until such time na, you know, Coach Yong was able to figure it out. And these guys are performing just like JLC.
For the first time here, para dito sa Abra Weavers, Bersamina has checked into the game as John Lloyd Clemente continues his stellar
Ano pa ba ang mapapakita nitong Abra Weavers later on?
Bersamina able to force the steal. Escamis leans into the body of Luengo. Basket and one for Clint Escamis. 5 points in the game, 4 rebounds and 11 assists for Clint Escamis as Tapeño scores, but they forgot about John Lloyd Clemente on the other side. Now, Clemente is on the verge.
But kung makikita mo how Imus is playing the game right now, which exactly shows the numbers that we're seeing. They're getting a lot of the clip from the free throw rather.
Canete leaves it for Asuncion, and there you go. Dan Asuncion getting his first Mpbl basket.
Get into triggers to see where the open man would be. Oh, nice pass by Clint.
Oh, what a sequence there for the Weavers. 3 players touching the basketball. Gonzalez gets a pass inside. Punsalan gets 2 points there for Imus. That's only his second basket for the Agimat. And things have gotten a little bit sloppy here at this part of the third quarter. Tapeño going all the way, not much resistance there for Abra.
Yeah, and Tapeño, open floor. Ganun ang palagi niyang gagawin. And you know, it's not that he's a ball hog. It's the one being Sumido, both coming up with 12 attempts apiece already across their name. And Clint, you know, how do you stop that? If he's not dishing.
End of third quarter score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending quarter of the Mpbl.
Dito sa Imus, and they're allowing Abra to just run off breaks just like that.
Yeah, Sumido only.
You guys.
Thank you so much. We're definitely seeing that, especially this afternoon where he is the lone bright spot. And Blue Bersamina, welcome to the Mpbl, young man.
Well,
Up against each other here in the Mpbl. Asuncion all the way short. Oh, the tap coming from Blue Bersamina. That's his second basket. And some of the beautiful faces here inside the Caloocan Sports Complex, the venue for the Tuesday triple header of your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League against Zamboanga Master Sardines team that is coming from a heartbreaking loss against the Parañaque Patriots. Popovich finally getting his second basket of the game.
That's his usual movement. Kaya lang parang he moves gingerly pa. Oh, what a finish.
Well, talking about movement, you could tell by the way that Willie moves.
Definitely leap.
Luengo somehow, some way, gets it to Wawi Kadir.
So they get to see their other teammates perform. A good steal.
Carl Nicodemus goes all the way, and slight push from behind by Mark Montuano. Di pa pinatawad doon ng ating mga referees.
Was so loaded that now that they've been spread to the other teams, they're actually performing and leading their respective teams.
It's a pity.
Relatively.
Bacolod, Sarangani, and then Rizal, which they will be facing in their first ever home defense partner of the Mpbl, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Will Lee, will you please leap for me?
He's not disappointing you, Javi.
Definitely not, Coach Mike. 7 points in the game para sa kanya. Sumido answering back, but pity though that Mark Mantuano hasn't been able to score this afternoon. I'm sure that's the only missing thing from this Abra dominant victory, because
keep a little close. Teams create separation, and then it's all this kind of basketball, attempts without getting stops.
But it's Abra Weavers to their second straight victory, a 94-57 decision. Final score brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl.